Hello there. So in this video, we're going to look how easy way to create animations from the still image. You can create your image by hand as digital art, drawing, you can use the AI art, photography, anything, and after you take still image and animate, you can see inside the motions, overlay motions and all the stuff. So I'll take you step by step how you can do this. Let's go ahead and start working on this. Our first step is to prepare image for animations, and for this I want to upscale from original size. So right here we take our image, drag and drop, and you can see our original size. This was 1536 by 1024, and I want to have it with 3840 by 2160. So for this we can go by the scale, but scale sometimes not right aspect ratio, so we just going and select our own width and height, and our width will be 3840. It's a 4K resolution for the video, and our height is a 2160. So this is our width and height set. Okay. Our normal mode, and you can preview right here. We can actually have how well on the left it's what original, and you can see on the right upscale. It does incredible job by cleaning and making beautiful line upscale. You can try different models if you need it. For example, lines sometimes may work a little bit better, but you can see it's too much noise. I prefer actually standards work the best for me. If you want, you can also increase suppress noise. In this case, we don't have that much noise, so we'll go down. We could a little bit remove blur. It will give it a little bit sharpness on the edge, and we don't need worried about compression. So after we set, we can go ahead and click save image. This will bring us to the location, and usually I don't want source, I want custom, and I want save and specific place. This when you're done, click button save. You can see it's process right now. At this moment we can go inside the Photoshop and we can open the image inside. Just in case, we can go verify our image size. We can always change. If you need it, you can modify here. Don't worry if it's a little bit squishy. It won't be too much and it won't be affected. Mostly you will see this on circles, but in current station it won't be any different. Next, we want to go ahead and create new layer where we apply our retouching. We're going to use for this our spot healing brush that help us select properly elements, and we're just going and zoom in, and I'm going just very fast to remove the flying debris. And this is actually common when you do with the AI. Sometimes it's have all this mess running around. So if you find some, you can go ahead and just remove it, clean up some of this, make a little bit cleaner. It's not that hard, it's very fast actually job to do. As well, in this case, I can see like this branch, so I'm going to remove this branch and just floating branch here. Some of them we can leave it alone, but I think like right there. Okay, we can again also going and just small things if you find anywhere, small elements, but I think it's look good. Sometimes you actually want to leave some because it's what we're going to animate with those. Okay, overall, like this ashes, I want to leave it there. Actually, the point, maybe we want to actually even add them here, but overall, I think that should work just fine. Okay, after this image is complete and properly sized everything, let's go save this as our work file. And I'm just saving it in my folder as a PNG because I want to have it like uncompressed file. So when we're done, let's go ahead and click save it. And I want large format, I want uncompressed PNG. So after this is done, we can now go ahead and open our photo Mirage application where we're going to animate. So I'm going to take this file and just drag and drop in the middle. Overall, you'll notice we have our animation tool where we can specify what we want to animate. We have our mask area where we don't want to animate. We also can adjust points, can select anchor point if we want to just hold it in one place, not move it. So I'm going over them as we explain. First, let's go ahead in a file, and in file we're going to our settings. Actually, we'll do this when we edit, when we exit. So what I want to do is speed. Right here we can see we have it slow, fast, so let's go a little bit to the slow speed. And now we can actually set anchor point. If we play at this moment, should be nothing happen because we don't have any actual animations done. To do animations, we'll select our tool, and for example, let's go say this area I want to raise. So I'll select and drag, and as you drag, you can see it will create arrow to adding a little bit. The problem is when you just create arrows, this is a speed. So for example, you notice right here I have it short kind of arrows, and if I have it one like very long, let's see what's happening. You can see as animations start rendering. Okay, and the rendering, there you go. See how fast render here and teeny tiny here. So we don't want actually this fast. So what we're going to do is undo our change. We'll keep it those small ones. We don't want animations on a rock. Because we don't want animations, we want select our anchors, and we'll just want put it anchors right here. So because we don't want this rock to move it. Okay, we also can set several anchors around this area, like for example the rocks, and it's what usually I do set up. Like for example, we can animate this, but if we set up little bit anchors around the rocks, these areas won't be animated. It's what I wanted. We can also mask specifically areas, but because I want to move some areas some around, then I want these anchors stay there. Okay, and because we have here, I will just put a little bit anchors around here. Okay, let's see with the anchors what's happening at this moment. Mostly just in this area, our right case, and you can see how it does slightly moving like small fire. So we don't want animate very extreme, we want animate little bit. Here of course nothing happened because we have it anchors. So let's animate water now, and I'm going to stop this. We'll have it our animation tools, and I'm just going, oops, actually wrong. Let me undo. I need to select my arrow speed. Okay, so we'll go like right here, and I'm just going with kind of like almost flow. You know, you want to create down. So there you go. This is our set flow. We also can pre-animate slightly atmospheric movements, and usually what I found, it's cloud going. If you go one direction, you can also go opposite direction. That is will create kind of like almost swirling effect, and that's what we like right there. Let's go just adjusting, and we can even go in opposite direction. So this is take pixels. What it does is have it shift pixels, and you think in your mind how it will work, how it will shift them. Because like right here, we can apply just little bit movements, you know what I mean, around here. Oops. When it's Control Command Z, if we need to undo a little bit. And notice I'm just have it little bit movements. I don't have it a very big one. We can also pre-animate slightly around here. That will create almost like raising lava, like colors coming from here. Same from there. This plant, we can go just slightly movement. You can try play with different directions. I found go in one direction because it is what's happening, it's moving, and after it will overlay a little bit on top, so you don't want it have it move all in same direction. You want kind of a little bit spread. I like this point. So see, we can go actually these ones. Let's go a little bit down here. There you go. Okay, let's preview now. Sometimes some errors may won't work, so that's the reason why we try to create. But this moment you can see right here we have it a little bit fuzziness going. Let's look on this errors, and they kind of apply, but I think I put it too many anchor points here. Maybe we needed kind of rework. So let's me stop this. And sometimes anchor points, they can be pained, you know. So in this case, I'm going just destroy this paint anchor points, and we'll look on the different way we can do this. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead, just select them this way. Okay, so anchor points could be a little bit annoying. They're very good, they're very hold, very nice, but other ways we can do it is also with a masking. So we have a masking tool, and let's select just a little bit less on the feathering and a smaller brush. We can also just go and masking, and what masking does, it says do not animate these areas, okay, but it will animate it from the edge. So if we're going like right here, we can say, okay, do not animate some of these, and animate here. And those anchors again, they maybe we need to remove them, we'll see. Okay, let's go now preview. This is again, this area, it's freezing, so they won't be animated. And also we have anchors like water right here, you can see its movement, but notice this is does not move. So edge, we need a little bit, look on this edge right here, you see how it's moving, so we needed put a little bit more masking on this edge and right here as well, so allow those movements. Okay, let's go stop this, take our tool, and we'll just a little bit more masking around here, and you remember right there I need masking. There you go. Okay, so we'll just mask around here. It should be good. And we can also just apply maybe, you know, from here, just go a little bit down. Let's select our tool. We'll just delete some of this. I think I was very aggressive. I went on this. I think in some cases creating the masking will work a little bit better than anchor points, except anchor, it's actually very nice to hold down stuff. Okay, like right here. There you go. Okay, and let's go ahead and click on play again. And here's our animations. Notice the tree is a little bit fuzzy, so we need to do on the trees. We have a little bit movements in this area. You know what? Let's go here and let's go to increase maybe a little bit faster. Okay, preview. So it will make animation going faster and more visible. So this way we can see it. So like right here, it's kind of moving, leaves more alive right there. So this is okay area. The tree, I think it's too fuzzy, so we needed actually block this tree. This is where experimenting, and you can see it's kind of going down, but not necessarily as good. Maybe just remove or block some of these elements. Here we have it okay, except I do like this area, maybe just a little bit frozen. This part is good. And right here we need it blocked. Okay, so tree, this and that area. Let's stop it. Take our masking tool, and again we'll go with the masking. So I'm just going to mask this area because I don't need to. Okay, we'll go and we'll mask our tree because I want to go around, but I don't want the tree actually go this. And we'll also mask around here, because we don't want to. Okay, I'm going to remove a bunch of points here because they're nice, but they are making a little bit harder for animations to calculate. They're too solid, they're like glue points. Okay, there you go. Let's go ahead and click preview. Okay, in the preview we can see our tree is frozen. Our water kind of moving, lava, we have it moving here, something going around there. I'm not sure if I like it. I may just remove all of these animations around. Well, I'll just leave it on the bottom, but hide these lines because our atmospheric movement, you can see right here, happened very good. Kind of lines going because we don't want to have it too obvious, but we want to bring kind of picture life right there. See how it's happening. So definitely we need to fix it, this area and those roots. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll add a little bit around here, so we don't want this apply. That one is okay, and we'll just need it. Go ahead and mask just slightly these roots right there. Okay, let's go ahead, and you can see what we're doing. We just like adding, previewing, adding, previewing, and this is actually help us to create properly. So I don't know if it's, I still like this going down from the root. You know what, let's go ahead, stop this. We'll take our select tool, and I'm just going to remove these ones. I don't necessarily like it what they're doing. Instead, we'll go select our arrow tool, and we just actually going opposite. We'll just go like arrow moving up from these areas. Yeah, just a little bit. And of course we can go in a little bit opposite to create kind of more interesting move. Increase size in some cases, speed. Okay, and that one has worked very well. We can also just a little bit add movements in here. And slightly movements. Okay, this one is look very good, except we can add a little bit more. Okay, let's preview, and we're actually very close to be done. This is I know it's taking a little bit time to show, but this is if you create properly animations, like right here. Look how it's spreading, it's growing. This is what nice about this animation. Sometimes it's look, see, like right there, just a little bit, maybe right borders, right there, a little bit on borders. We hold down, so it will look like animation, like something moving right there. Your eyes will catch this like in the air. Look right there, perfect on the atmosphere moving. See fire and all the stuff. Excellent. Okay, so what I'm going to do, take again this one, reduce feathering, reduce size, and I want just a little bit block around here. So just a little bit decrease how it's going. Just make a little bit more interesting. Okay, so this is great. We can also add a little bit masking, but we have a lot of anchor points, so we're okay here, and all on top is excellent. Okay, when we're happy with what we have right now, we want to save it. So for this, we'll go File, and we're going to Export. Okay, and as export, you have these options. So you can see we have all these different type of the videos. But what I want just 4K, and actually I want my 30 seconds. I want longer animations. Always it's easy to go down and up, and we'll go with 30 frames on a high quality. So this is usually, that's what I do. I said about higher quality I can produce. And when we're done, we'll just go ahead, click OK, and let it render. It will take one thing, keep in mind, it's right here on the bottom. It's showing you when is exporting, and it can take a little bit time, not too long, but sometimes I notice it can go all the way up to end, but it's still processing. So as soon when this notification for the Mirage is disappearing, then it will be ready. And as I said before, sometimes you can see it's all complete progress, but it's still waiting till it's all rendering. So we'll just wait till this cancel is done. Okay, so right here it's done. Let's see what we come up with. Okay, here's our animations, and you can see it does moving. The one thing what I like also to do on animations, it's add additional layers. So overall, it's a very nice small animations going inside the river, the plants. But the best animations one we can do is add this kind of depth of field effect. So for this, actually, I'm using the different application like Camtasia, and also filters that can apply over them. So here we're inside the Camtasia. You can use it any other editor as long as it's allowed you to put different layers on the top and switch blending mode on them. To create overlay modes, you have several approaches. One, you can use particle illusion and create your own overlays, and after import them. This is a free actual application, and I have a video. I'll post it for you, the link above. You can check how you can use it, the way you can download it to my videos about particle illusion. This is one of the very, very nice, and it's free application to create it. The other ways you can do, going to some stock images photography, for example, like right here you can see it's from Inventor Elements, and download it here. The videos, for example, right here you can see particle overlay, so we can download it from this area if you search as a videos and use it this way. I have a subscription with Inventor Elements, and I'll provide a link for you for those who are interested. So there's some other ones, plenty of the services where allow you to have it unlimited download. So you can find a lot of different particles here, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going through this, find the particles that I like it, and import them inside. For those who are interested, I also have particles that I created inside the particle illusions as a videos, and that will be for you downloaded for free if you are Patreon supporter, so you should have that pack available. Okay, so right here is an example of multiple different particles, and some of them can be very intense. I will go just select few so we can preview, like right here. Start with a little bit dust particles. Let's preview. You can see how they're working around. We don't necessarily need all of them, so what I'm going to do, it is going in visual effects, blending mode, and apply screen blending to this. And that seems like work okay. We can just reduce slightly opacity, so we have small particles going around there. Usually what I do, I apply multiple different particles effect. We can also try maybe this one. Let's see how this come up. Yeah, that look about right, bigger, and not as small and bigger particles. Bigger, it's give it as this illusion like they're very close to the camera, which is work very well in our case. And you can see right here we have it small and big particles. Okay, let's go ahead. Same, just a little bit reduction in opacity. Right there. Let's go ahead back to our media, and again preview on some different particles. Some is too much of these particles, and I think this one maybe work. We can double time click to preview. Yeah, I think this one is kind of nice particles. Let's use this one as well. Okay, we'll place them. Yeah, I think this one particles look very good. Okay, we'll go visual effect again, blending mode applied, and you can play with different blending mode between screen or soft light or overlay. Sometimes soft light overlay may get in a dark, so screen or lighten maybe also worth. I think lighten in this case, because there you go. Okay, nice. We have the beautiful. Notice right here our image by default I set to 30 seconds. However, our other ones is a little bit longer than 30 seconds, well, shorter. So what we can do, it's a copy, okay, paste if you need it. Let's go to the end. Oops, we don't need this. Let's hide that one and just shorten element. So we almost like, because it's a looping, there you go. That one was teeny tiny, but this one I think we need a little bit longer. So same, just apply, and usually I will do copy paste. In this case, all of these presets what we created, it's applied. And there you go, we have our elements. Sometimes if you don't have a good loop between these two, just select both of them, go to transition and take fade, and what is happening is will fade between those two images very nicely, and this transition, it will fix some of this transition. Again, this is applied inside Camtasia. If you are working with little bit different applications that maybe will be have a little bit different, but mostly the blending will work almost everywhere. Okay, press play and we can see right there, this is our animation. Right now it's a little bit choppy because it's not render, but you can see the particles going around. It's kind of add animations, motion is going in the areas. And this is how we easy and animate our nice image that you can render inside the AI generators, or you can create by your hand, take photos, whatever you like it. But this way you can see it is just creating a very nice animation. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you found this very interesting and inspire you to create more. If you like it, give us thumbs up, subscribe, and click the notifications button. Thank you. Have a great day.